Hi, this is Dunn, and I'm here to ask myself a very basic question. Can I lope 10 days while building a call center? It's Friday. It's call center time. Let's get into it. Day 6. I have some thoughts on the series and how I want to keep going with it. But let's get situated here first. Food? Nah. We don't have food. Where we're going, we don't need food. Ah. Floating plant. Very nice. So, let's see. Time of day. Yeah. Let's have a drink. Get the lay of the land here. And then head down to Camp HQ. My preferred route would actually be this way.
Can't feel my feet.
I don't have any torches. That's disappointing. So maybe my preferred route is not that way. I do like to stop down at this carcass over here when I'm in the neighborhood. Whoops, I've already been in here. And take a look-see. Ptarmigans like to hang out underneath this bridge now. I find them there all the time. No Scoopy sightings today. Ah, magic stick, nice. Good way to start the day. Do I want to spend the time, though, to deal with this? Maybe I do. Maybe I do. We've really run Will very hard in this series. I feel... Oh, we're down to... Are we down? Yeah, we're down to 11 matches. And we don't have a torch. So I'm going to use the accelerant just to make sure this lights. And that'll take care of that. The all-important one stick that I just am going to add here, that changes everything. Very foggy, which I don't like. Now, while we're waiting... for this. I could make the reishi. I hear you, Tarmies. Patreon member Suzy Olear shared a very funny video. I think that was her. Very funny video on the Discord of what real ptarmigans look like. And they're even more hilarious than they are in the game. They have big red eyebrows. And they make even goofier noises. It's pretty freaking great. Yeah, I'll take the Spanock. Or Burbank. It's burdock. I know it's burdock. I actually saw burdock root at the store the other day. That's like a tea. Burdock root tea. They had all the teas except birch bark. All the other long dark teas were there. I was very excited.
My fingers feel numb.
I saw Annie on her computer the other day, and she was on the Long Dark wiki. And I was like, what is happening? Why are you on the Long Dark wiki? And she said she was making some Sims characters, and she wanted to give them Long Dark themed names. And she was making some pets. And she wanted to get Long Dark themed names for the pets. I thought that was very cute. Okay, you're not ready. Let's grab a couple of these Charlie Tangos here. I feel like Will has really run himself ragged. I think he's earned this little respite. Is it just... No, it's more than one of you. They're so dopey and silly in the video that I now feel worse about killing them. I mean, the bunnies are the real enemies, to be sure. Do they have the red eyebrow? They do have the red eyebrow, but it's way more distinct in real life. Maybe don't walk around stinky for, you know, long periods of time there, don't. There's a little appetizer. Rip and tear, I guess. Don't love it. I'm saving the cattails. I'm not eating them now. Let's... We could conceivably do broth, but that feels like a lot of work. Drop you. You're probably ready. Yeah, oh, you're very ready. We can start ripping you open in a minute. We're gonna need more time on this fire. There we go. I was kind of hoping the fog would get better. That did not happen. We don't really need these teas to be hot. I'd rather make a different tea. But then I gotta wait. Let's make water instead. Oh yeah, I forgot I had to wait for this too. Alright, whatever, the water evaporates, that's fine. Here, let's do one at a time, we'll do that. There. And we'll do another one. Time on the fire is good. Take that.
I could eat anything.
Well, Will, you're eating right now. You finish up. Yeah, don't forget to drop the fat. Is the new thing that we have to remember. Drop the fat. Unless you want it for some reason. You know, for making more oil. Crows, if I could kill you, I would. Good heavens, you guys are annoying. So my thoughts on the series. I love this series. I find this series to be super fun. It has gone 2 weeks. I don't really like series to go more than 2 weeks, but I definitely want to get to the 10 days. So here's what I'm thinking, but this is not a confirmed decision. I'm thinking that what I might do is finish it up next week, but not have it lead the week off. Like, the first video for next week will almost certainly be a supercut. And then Tuesday, I'd like Tuesday to be a part 1 of a new series. And then maybe we roll out the last part of this one on like Thursday or Friday. Don't know. If that would upset people, let me know. I'd be interested to hear. But I don't like to go too long without a new part 1 of something. Because that's a lot of people's jumping on points. But I mean, you know, just like in the game. I'm just making this up as I go. I don't know what I'm doing. I do stuff and see, you know, how it goes. Or I do what I feel is right. Do what I would want. And like I said, I feel like call center is something that you could conceivably keep going. And just keep adding to the call center. Because if we can get some woodworking tools, then we can build tables. And then you're in a whole different situation. You can use bookcases for dividers. And you can create sections. And there's a lot we could do with a very large space. And then if we expand, if we're too big, we could expand out of that space into one of the bigger locations. I'm trying to think, where's the biggest base customizable area where you could really make an empty room like we did with the bingo parlor. Because there are certainly places like, the zone of contamination, that big concentrator thing, the whale factory in DP, but you can't get rid of a lot of that stuff. A lot of that stuff is locked down. So you can't make a big, open, empty room. The bingo parlor might be the biggest place you can do that in. Trying to... Oh, how did I walk by that? The first time. I almost left. Oh my gosh. Wow, that was amazing. I've never found the bedroll there. The yellow thing. There we go. So the thing that I'm wearing, I don't wear the same clothes every day. This is my warm thing, which is what I have called it for years and years and years. Since the kids were little, I have always had a warm thing that I wear in the winter as kind of like a, I don't want to call it a bathrobe, but like, if it's cold in the house, then I put it on. And it's generally cold in this room in the winter. In the summer, it gets super hot in this room. The warm thing has a couple of requirements to it. I like it to be flannel. It can have a hood or it cannot have a hood. It doesn't have to be red, just this one has been. And it has to be pretty cheap. And I got this one at Walmart a couple years ago. And it's really hung in there really nicely. I just put it on when I'm cold. So, and I'm frequently recording this in the morning. 6:30, 7 o'clock, 7:30. So, it's cold up here. So I do, it does get washed. I don't wear the same clothes every day. It's not my long dark costume that I put on to do my long dark videos. Like, it's just, in the winter, you'll see it a lot. I have a green one that I wear sometimes as well. That's older. It's the warm thing. And I don't know why it got that name. But it is the warm thing. I would just say, like, babe, where's my warm thing? And that's, the boys started learning that that's what I called it, and they found that funny, and off we went. We used to actually have a wiki, like we called it the wiki, but it was just a Word doc that we all shared around. That was nothing but our own in-jokes and references and like, why was this funny? What is this from? Why do we say this thing? It's been lost to time, sadly, but it's good stuff. Every family should have its own wiki. Come on, guys, didn't we just do this? Am I stinky? You are really running up. We'll check it in a second. I didn't think so. You guys are just bored. Nobody's been over here for a long time. I just want someone to play with. I get it. Probably it would make sense to sleep here. I was going to say that's what a smart person would do, but that almost implies that I'm not going to do it, and I think I probably am going to do it. We already got a bedroll, though. This has already been worth it. It almost doesn't matter what Camp HQ has. It'd be nice to have matches. That's not something I find a lot in Mystery Lake, but that would be good. That would be a good find. Or mag lens would also be good. Mag lens, Hey, alright. Long Dark takes requests. I'll take 2 stims and some matches, please. Okay, there's a couple laptops that we can take. That's excellent. Coffee, also good. Pork and beans.
Better take this food.
Hey, good condition pork and beans. I thought I was going to get some flour. There's a floor potato. There's the flour. Another floor potato. Only the best potatoes get to be floor potatoes. Do I want to douse this torch or do I want to start a fire? I think I want to start a fire. And cook some bannock. Hey, Carl. If we got the fire going, ew, we don't have a lot of fuelification though. We'll see. Hopefully my mic's good. I was playing gaming with the boys last night.
Come on.
And one of my sons felt that my mic was a bit quiet. I checked it before recording, but alright, it is what it is. Alright, now I can turn that off. I can come here and oh my goodness. You can't make bannock without a freaking frying pan there, genius. How's our water? Yeah, you can do an hour of water. And you do not need the whole can collection there that you have. I like my cans though. Yeah, but you don't need them. Okay, get this thing. That was pretty slick. I didn't even slow down when I grabbed that. Oh, okay, bannock me, baby. Alright. Cans. Oh, wow, look at all the torches, too. No, cans. Right here. Now, the only downside to the bedroll is more weight that we're carrying.
I think I can use this.
I will never say no to a sewing kit. Don't really care about the painkillers that are half sunk into the dresser. No, we're not going to Trappers. My brain was like, you know, we could go to Trappers. We're not going to Trappers. Okay? Because once we go to Trappers, then I'll be like, oh, let's go to the cave. Let's go get the guarantee match. No. No, we're not doing all that. Okay? We got a job to do. Can I fix this chair? Yes, you can fix the chair. Okay? There you go. Congratulations, the chair is fixed. I don't think there's going to be... Well, there's the drawer over here. You can't stand that table up because it's missing a leg. You can't fix that chair. You only get to fix one chair. And if you take that film, it's over between us. How would that work? I don't want to talk about it. We'll just don't take the film. No, we're not going to the fishing cabins either. My brain is like, oh, fishing cabins. Check those out. Me and my brain, man, we don't get along. Can you blame me? Another cooking pot? Don't need it. Leave it there. Okay, grab the laptops now. They're heavy. What is this clear junk? No, I want laptop. Laptop! You can't take that one because it's part of Archivist or whatever, but we can take that one. Fine. Fine, I don't care. I actually do not care. Somebody asked, I think on Reddit, if you took multiple radios to the same location and then turned them on during an aurora, would they play different music? Is the music tied to the location or is it tied to the radio? And I will leave that for someone else to test. Yeah, go ahead. You know what? I know I said I was going to stay here. I don't think I'm going to stay here. Now that I got this bedroll and I can sleep anywhere I want, I think I'm going to head back to the dam so that my temptations don't get the better of me and I start wandering all over Mystery Lake. I mean, we came to Mystery Lake, we got food, we got a bedroll, and we got a mag lens. I mean, that's... What more could you ask? Very nice clear weather. Don't look at that lake. There's nothing on that lake for you. I'm looking at the lake. Okay, I'm not letting you go there, though. Look at it fade away. Every single one of those buildings contains matches. Because I didn't go there. Well, we might lose this torch, though. Yeah, and if we lose the torch, that's going to change my plans. Yup. My plans just changed. Ooh, I was gonna go fire tower. I'm not going to trappers. I'm not going to trappers. Don't try to talk me into it. 2 wolves over there. Not liking that. I might be able to sneak around them though. Look at them hanging out so close together. Kind of creepy. Or maybe it's heartwarming. Maybe that's like a mated pair. They could be pack mates, litter mates. I know if I crouch, my detection radius goes way down. But I don't really want to slow down. Apparently they can't see. Because I'm walking right by them. There are bunnies right over here, guys. Bunnies and deer if you're hungry. You don't need to worry about me. Sprinting is fine because we want to sleep anyway. Now, if there's a wolf out of position here, out of where I would expect one to be, I am pretty boned. Can't go that way. I could check the plane crash, but to be honest, the plane crash is almost always disappointing. I almost never find anything there that's worth, you know, the minor effort it takes to get to it. I think you can goat to it from because the plane is just right up there. You can go to it from the fire tower, I think, but I don't know, maybe I could try to figure out how to get to that. I've told this story before, I think, but one of the scariest moments ever that I've had in the long dark was during Stinky. Can I Love 10 Days While Stinky, where I had kept 3 stink lines. And I was coming down from this fire tower, and like all the way up here, a wolf was running up to get to me. And I came around this corner and had no idea he was going to be there, and he jumped me. That was quite the moment. It was amazing how Stinky would pull wolves out of position into places I never expected they would be. My memory is that went almost 30 days. It's pretty good. Maybe even more than 30 days? Yeah, I think so. Because I was talking about a Stinky Summit.
If I don't rest soon, I'm gonna faint.
Well, that's where we're going, William. Look, there's already 2 voices in my head on this. I don't need you adding to the conversation. I'm already arguing with myself. This is pretty, though. Very nice. Beautiful. So, if that's... Hang on. I know we just went through going up this thing, right? But if I look from here... Can't see the plane.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
Because the train tracks are where? That way, right? So the plane should be around there. Yeah, because there's a deer. Yeah, I think maybe we will try to go to this in the morning. Alright, it's cold out and stuff, I know.
Cold.
So I rarely give out tips and tricks. Because I'm not a tips and tricks guy. I don't know a lot of tips and tricks. And all the ones that I know, I learned from other people. But this is the only thing I ever came up with on my own. And it's the way I beat cabin fever in Mystery Lake. Load up this stove right here, right? And then take your bedroll and put it down over here. And you will be warm from the fire, but the game will consider you to be outside. And you can easily beat cabin fever that way. There's probably easier ways to do it just by going to a random cave, but I was very proud of that when I figured that out. It's like my one trick that I came up with on my own. Okay, matches, please. Please. Not that I've ever found them here. I mean, I'm sure I have. Metal container. The other thing I know how to do is to get up onto this table. I can't always do it, but if you get on this bench, then you can get up onto this table. And if you can manage to do that, you can get your head over the roof. And you can, not only can you see out of the roof, you are actually out of the roof. But you're warm. But you can like throw stuff up in the air. You can throw flares and they'll land outside and stuff. It's silly. I wonder if that would count for cabin fever, but you can't. You could pass time that way. I don't know, because you're only outside if your view is outside. I'm not sure. I don't think it would work. Okay, enough silliness. Time to sleep. But first, we harvest torches, because we have a ton of dumb torches. Someone also suggested that I should go hit up Signal Hill, because there's a little bit of tech there, so I may do that as well. Probably not on the way back from this run, though. Because I'll already be kind of overburdened. Alright, now let's eat. Suddenly, our cupboard is very full. And we don't really need to heal, so if I was gonna eat the bad food, this is when to eat it. So here we go, 21% sardines. 21% was fine, the 40%. Also fine, the moldy granola bar is also fine. Okay, groovy. Let's sleep. I'm gonna say 9. I might have needed to drink there. Yup, it's fine though. So, as you're looking at my condition here, my personal take on frostbite, no big deal. It's no big deal. It's very similar to well-fed. It's no big deal if you lose well-fed. It's no big deal if you get frostbite. It's fine. It's such a minor tick on your health. the odds, you know, the only time that matters is if you were close to dying, and you probably would have died anyway. Don't beat yourself up over frostbite. Sometimes it's not avoidable. Be kind to yourself. Be nice to yourself. Hey, I did it. Look, all right, we're over. And if we take a rock out and throw it, that rock is really outside. But we are not. Like, our temperature is fine. So, fun stuff. Now I'm out of a rock. Okay, goodbye. Nice clear weather for me to attempt this goat to the plane crash. I'm dizzy now. Okay, train tracks. Should be like right down here. Now is this... Yeah, this looks very goatable. There it is. You know, everything's goatable once. It's like the old joke about mushrooms. Ah, see? You're fine, good heavens. Just a little wake up calisthenics. That's all that was. I was going to say, the old joke about mushrooms is that all mushrooms are edible one time. Now, I don't love some of how this is looking. Yeah.
Can't feel my hands.
Suddenly I don't like this. I think that maybe I'd like to be more over here. Will, this was a terrible idea. Why did you have this idea? The plane crash isn't going to have anything in it anyway.
Damn. I'm freezing.
Alright. That went okay. Alright, a little bit of pressure. There you go. That's what doctors always say. You're going to feel low pressure. That means it's going to be agony. You'll be screaming in pain in 2 seconds, is what doctors are really saying when they say, okay, little pinch here. Yeah. Oh, thank God we came here. Oh, and I couldn't even get it. Well, thank goodness, right? Well, totally worth it. Oh, what a boondoggle. Yep. Completely useless. But you know what? We got a fun experience out of it. Oh, Xbox is mad at me because I didn't shut it off. Hey, that might be the rock I threw. You never know. Could be. Whee! Have I mentioned recently how much I love this game? This game is just a source of endless amusement to me. It's like they built it just for me. Something that I really like is laughing at myself. Not in a mocking way. There's a difference between laughing at yourself and making fun of yourself. Derisively. I like laughing at myself. I like giggling at kind of my thought processes. And this game just presents so many opportunities for me to just be like, gosh, you're so funny. Like, you're just so silly the way you don't think about what you're doing. I swear I'm not like this in all aspects of my life, I promise. But the idea that you could put this number of hours into something, and it still puts a big dopey grin on your face. Money well spent. Money well spent. I often thought it would be terrifying if they changed how the pricing system of games worked so that all games were free. But you paid... Yeah, I guess this is kind of like how like free-to-play games work. But you ended up paying for them based on how much you played them. Like Civilization 5 would probably, I would have paid hundreds of dollars for the game because of the amount of time I put into it. So yeah, I mean, like in terms of enjoyment, if the average game is worth $40 for the average amount of enjoyment, what is The Long Dark worth to me? $1,000? Like, ridiculous. So, not that anyone would pay $1,000 for a game. I mean, unless you're talking about that. What is that game they kickstarted like 15 years ago? It's a space game. And the Wing Commander guy did it. And the game is kind of out, but kind of not out. I don't know. I don't know enough about it to really goof on it, but... Well, you've taken some condition loss. I don't know what happened there, but you should work on that. Okay, I think we're going to say goodbye to Mystery Lake and our Mystery Lake adventures, which were very fun and productive. Really, totally worth our time to come here. And we will head back into the dam, and I'm going to check on my recording time. I think... Based off, yeah, my coffee's not done, so I'm not going to check on my recording time. I'll take that back, because I think we can definitely go through the dam at least. And what do we have? We've got a little bit of spare weight. Let's head up to the offices upstairs, and we'll see what's worth taking. I just, I don't like using a match. So don't. So don't. It's sunny weather, silly. Start a fire. With the mag lens, use that to light your torch.
Come on.
Now, you could have started it closer to the door so that the wind doesn't blow your torch out.
Well, thank goodness for that.
Yeah. Well said, Will. Alright, looks like we're going to be fine. Yeah. Actual good gameplay. It happens occasionally. Do I want this thing? No, I just want to walk into it, I guess. Can you get on top of these? No. Alright. Stop being silly. I can't. Did we open the safe? I don't think we've opened the safe. Nope. Around 30. 29. And then the high 30s. It's like 39, 29, 39, and then whatever this last number is. It might be faster to spin the way I get the first two numbers to spin to the third number as well, and then just do the whole thing. But I'm worried I'll forget the first number during that process. Sometimes this ends up being pretty quick if that third number is near the second number. That was not the case this time. And inside the safe was gunpowder. Yeah, it's alright. I have found worse things than that. Now, there's computers and stuff right there. I don't need mice. I don't need keyboards.
Could end up being useful.
Yeah, I really want laptops. I feel like laptops is just such a better bang for your weight buck than computers. Don't go that way. That's not where we're going. I know we went up here once already. There's CRTs and stuff. Our coffee machine. I didn't do all these lockers. I actually went through these drawers. Oh no, just that one. I don't know about laptops though. What's that thing? TV? The old damn clanking. I like it. Just like if one of these had matches in it and I didn't check it, I would just be so mad.
This stuff will
All right, see, that was worth it. Worth it for the toque. I did it all for the Tukey. That's, I think, the second time this series I've made that joke. I only have about 14 jokes, and I just cycle through them. I hope you guys don't notice. It's big fail on the laptops, though. We got one. Maybe I'll take a flat screen monitor. I know I saw some of those. Just call it a day.
Too much stuff to carry.
No, well, that is a matter of opinion, my friend. I didn't loot everything. You're not gonna loot everything. Did I check you? No. Alright. Oh, you know what, though? Oh, I want this video camera. I want to keep an eye on my employees. They're not going to let me have that. I'm going to leave it on for a bit just so I can see what am I allowed to take. I don't care about that metal thing. I want the frickin' cameras, man. Give me the cameras. I might actually start a fire here. No, don't destroy. Good heavens. What are you doing, you maniac? Done with the coffee.
Come on. Turned out pretty well.
Yeah. Seen worse. That torch sucks. What do you got here? Let's just take one. Put this back on because I just want to see. Looking for wall-mounted goodies. A lot of signs. Got another phone. I'll take the phone. Oh, you guys aren't going to give me my camera, though. Oh, I did need chairs. I forgot I was needed to look for chairs. Can you take this chair? Nope. Only take folding chairs. Uh-oh. We might need to go back around and look for folding chairs. I kind of forgot about that. that another punch card system on the wall there? What is that? Clipboard. I kind of want a clipboard. You can't take the clipboard. All you can do is destroy the clipboard. I am outraged. That's just ridiculous. I've seen more phones, but, you know, I don't want to take too many phones. Boo! Give me some folding chairs. Or cameras. Alright, maybe the lower day will have cameras. Can I... You can't climb ropes in base customization mode. You learn something every day. I'm too encumbered to climb anyway. Well, you think I'm too encumbered to climb, huh? Am I too encumbered to fall? Nope. Alright, I think what I'm going to do here... Actually, I'm going to take this. Throw this in here. I'm going to pop through the...
I need to find food.
No, oh my goodness. Really? We just went through this with you. How can you be hungry again? Did they made it so you can't go across this way? I've never noticed that before. I'm gonna go through the door, take the save, and we will call this one here. And we will continue this next week. Whether it is continued on Tuesday or later in the week is something I will decide.
Something's gotta go.
But we are on day 7. So I think there's probably 1 or 2 more parts to this left. I probably could wrap it up in one if I had a longer episode. But that's to get to the 10 days. But when is the call center complete? I mean, you know, is it ever complete? So we'll see how we go with this one, but that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you very, very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, and you can give me the like, the comment, the subscribe, the YouTube stuff does really help me. I'll be back tomorrow with more adventures in the Long Dark. Until then, please stay safe, take care of each other, and I'll see you next time.